It all started out as an idea. Some other musicians and I, we were talking and we thought, what would happen if we created a space where anyone from the community could come along and play music, regardless of whether they were an expert musician or just a beginner. To get it started, we hired a community centre, put up some posters, sent out a few emails, and then waited to see who would come along.
When I first became involved with Catch Music, I was working in the local community as a musician, and I was looking for ways that I could use my musical skills to be more involved with the people around me.
We first heard about Catch Music, we were given a flyer and we found out that the group was really close. Shelley had just bought a guitar and we weren't quite sure what to do with it, so we thought we'd come along and just see how we could fit in and how she could learn more about playing guitar.
So after a few weeks, we saw that people were coming and that they were coming back each week to the session. People from all different walks of life, expert musicians, there are others who were musicians but they hadn't played an instrument in a very long time. There were people who had never really played before or they were just beginner musicians, and they all seemed to come and get a lot out of the session.
When people ask me what it is I'm going to when I go to Catch Music, I describe it as just a musical jam where there's lots of different people involved with different abilities, and I usually laugh about it, and I usually say sometimes we make a terrible noise, and sometimes it's some of the best music I've ever produced, just because we have a special moment in the room when everybody's going and it just really comes together, and it's a very satisfying moment when it happens.
When you are a musician, you spend all this time by yourself practicing to be better at what you're doing. And the thing that I love about Catch Music is that all of a sudden all that time that I spent by myself has this tangible and obvious function that is helpful for others. It's something that isn't just about me anymore, it's about other people.
The great thing we've discovered about what we're doing with Catch Music is not just the fact that we've been able to get all these people in the same room at the same time playing music, but it's the social, personal outcomes that we're seeing in all these people's lives, which we didn't necessarily expect.
We thought it was perfect, and it filled a big void in Raymond's life, thereby in my life, because Raymond was happy through it.
The best thing about Catch Music is that I make friendship with just not friends but family that feels like family to us.
I'm more content in myself because I have a role to play in society. Because of my involvement in mental illness, because I have a mental illness, I've learnt a lot about it. And there are other people in the group who also have issues. And I find that I can help them and they can help me. And that's part of what Catch Music means to me.
Catch Music is after a long day of work for Luke, and he never complains about coming. I can tell he really, really enjoys being here. I think it's, and I'm not a psychologist, but to me, the way I see it is that it gives him a way to express himself, and it gives him a way to understand what is often a very confusing world, and it seems to make sense to him. And I can tell when he's playing music, he's so happy.
We started our first session about 3 years ago now, and since then we've started 4 more sessions across Perth. But even with 5 sessions, we're still experiencing huge demand for what we're doing. The potential is definitely there for us to start a whole load more groups, not only in Perth, but in regional WA as well. In order for us to do this, we need resources. We need people who are willing to get involved and volunteer their time, and we need financial support. But if we can get this support, we could have a profound effect on a lot of people's lives and on the community as a whole.
The music's good, but music is a means to communicate. It's like saying a language for the sake of a language. You have a language to communicate. Music is a language, and you don't necessarily have it just for the music. It's there as part of a communication process. And it's that connection with other people that provides the magic.
Outside of family and friends, which we've had a really good family friend support network, but Catch Music has given her somewhere where she feels she really belongs and is accepted. We weren't quite expecting to get as much from it as what we actually have.
I think we're a very good band this year.
It's the most beautiful family group ever.